Let's see. Boom. Boom. All right. I think we started. Whoa, slow down there, buckaroo. Before we start off this video, I want to give a little disclaimer. This is our first interview as well as Lexi's first interview as well. So we might get a little awkward, or there might be some slow parts that you may see, and honestly, just bear in mind that this is all new to us right now, and hopefully in the future episodes it's a lot more smoother. Pretty fun video. I really liked it, and hopefully I get to make more with all the prominent players in the community. Be sure to leave a like and a comment, because that definitely helps us in the algorithm. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video.
Okay.
So hold on, let me do some type of intro or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, sure. Just intro, like something.
As you guys may or may not know, I'm adeus. I'm the guy that is starting this interview bullshit, and hopefully you guys like it. I'm also the Twitch streamer, or the YouTuber, I guess, and yeah, this is our first episode. This is Lexi's first episode as well as a interviewee, and hopefully this turns out super well.
Hopefully.
And our first guest would be Lexi, everyone.
Hello. Okay, my name's Christian. That's my real name. And I go by Lexi. And I'm from Alexandria, Virginia. If you may know, I chose my name Lexi because when I started OSU, I think I had a Japanese name. It was like, I don't know what, I think it was like Jujutsu or something. I don't know. It was something Japanese, and like I ended up not liking that name a lot, and I just chose a random e-girl name, I guess, because why not? And that's what I go by now, because I mean, I stuck for like the past 4 years, so I guess that's my name now.
Wow. You kind of answered the question I was gonna go to, but you know, I guess. Oh, well,
that's fine for an intro.
Okay, I guess. So Lexi, how's it been, man? You're from Alexandria, Virginia. You picked an e-girl name for some reason. You said it yourself already.
Yeah. I mean, I've been okay. Mostly just since it's summertime, usually I've just been just hanging out with my friends. Not really, but mostly I just play games, read. Honestly, it's just like the same thing I'm doing every summer. I don't really go anywhere. So basically I'm just like staying in the house, watching movies. That's basically it. I just like sometimes hang out with friends, go out, just same old, nothing new.
I know you definitely have been hanging out with your friends. I mean, you know, and I are on Snapchat.
I don't have many friends at all, honestly. It's like mostly I talk with many of my online friends, which is like on Discord and everything. And the only friends I really have in real life are like just like one friend I'm really close with, and like the other people I know, I don't really talk too much, but like the only person I really hang out with was my friend. We went to Dave & Buster's I think like a few days ago, and which was fun, but that was like the only first time I actually hung out this summer with anyone at all. So I mean, come on, I don't really hang out with anyone much, but that was the first time I actually went out and did something.
Oh, I see. Because like you showed it on Snap, and I was like, this guy Lexi, bro, he's just hanging out with like two, females. I kind of got jealous. I was like, holy crap, you over here.
That's my friend, her sister. Don't. That's my friend, her sister. What the heck? Okay,
I'm sorry for assuming. Honestly, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, but
okay, yeah, okay, you're fine.
Looks like you're having fun. By any chance, what are you working? I mean, I always wanted to ask you
that. I work in retail. It's like such a crappy job, honestly. A lot of the customers that come in are really annoying and crappy and stupid, but well, a minority of them. I'm just a small percentage. Most of them I actually like. There's this really sweet person. I forgot his name, but he's really sweet. He works in the military, and he's always a good like person to chat with. And like, there's lots of other people like him that come in to the store and go through my line, and I really enjoy talking to those people. And there's some that just I don't like. They're just very annoying. And the one thing I hate about my job is that it's just very boring. I just stand there for hours and then talk to people like that go through my line. But most of the time, I do enjoy talking with some people, and the coworkers especially. I like most of them, which is nice because of course there's always time to chat with people, and it's just nice to have coworkers that you like and to talk to. So that's what I like on my job mostly. But just the people. It's just the one thing I dislike about that is the people that come through my line. Sometimes they're just not, you know, I don't like them.
So you said it was a supermarket
Yeah,
or
it's like mostly a grocery store with like it's like mostly food filled and like just like Walmart or well like just something like Walmart like mostly like that.
ah, I see. I mean, they always say like something about like, oh, it's always good to start with retail because you get to see what the real world is like.
Yeah, I mean, I mostly have like I'm shy in real life, but mostly with the people that come in my line, what am I gonna do? I have to talk to them. I can't just be like just shut my mouth and then scan their items and then just put them out and then just let them like, go. I'm not gonna do that. I just I'm just create a sometimes like if some people it's really hard to know if someone is Hispanic or not because of their masks. So usually like if they come through my line, I usually just create a conversation in Spanish because if I think they're Hispanic or not. And then yeah, it's like it's mostly nice that way because they do think I'm like I'm mostly like a really nice person there because obviously I like being nice towards customers and mostly just saying like hey nice to meet you or like hey how are you, and then usually if they do want to talk to me I do talk to them, and then I just say have a good day. It's just like the same thing every day, but it's nice to be kind towards others. That's usually how I feel towards lots of customers, because I want them to feel like welcome and like be like, hey, this cashier's nice. That's what I want them to think about me. But yeah, that's mostly how it is.
Well, you said a lot, and you just kind of like I was gonna do a follow up question, but you already answered it. So
I
now,
talk a lot when like you ask me, but I mean, hey, that makes for a good interview, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, let's go just to the next question. I mean, you did mention how you work in retail. You talk a lot. You really like the people that are there. It almost
Yeah.
like makes you come out of your comfort zone. I'm assuming, right?
I mean, kind of because mostly it's not really like something uncomfortable. I mean, like the first day where I did come in, like I was very uncomfortable because of course I didn't really understand how to use the touch machine. I don't know, and I was just kind of awkward because I was still learning, and it was so dumb because that was like the first time that was like my first job. So like obviously it was like kind
Yeah,
of very
definitely.
really weird, but I got used to it pretty fast, and it was really nerve wracking the first week. I was still nervous, even though I knew like what to do and all that. I guess it was just I was just so lazy, but it's gotten better now. I mean, I've been there for like almost a year, and I'm so it's definitely been a long time, but it's going pretty well now.
Well, that's actually glad to hear. I mean, I'm assuming it's minimum wage, right? Or do you get paid a
Yeah,
little more?
like,
Get
it's not
overtime?
much. No. No, I mean, no. Actually, we're not allowed overtime. We actually like have to work until our shift. I'm pretty sure overtime isn't allowed at the place. So I mean, I wouldn't do overtime. I mean, I don't like just I don't like the place is whack, but I mean that's
The
why.
place is whack.
I mean, I like the coworkers there and everything. It's just
Mm-hmm.
mostly just very you know, it's just blessed. But yeah,
Ah, okay. I mean, it's work. I mean, it's what pays the bills. It's what helps the family.
yeah,
But hope there's a,
yeah.
a couple spending money there for yourself. Treat yourself, right? I'm assuming.
I mean, I mostly spend a lot of. I don't spend a lot of money, but when I do spend, like I sometimes spend, but I don't spend much. I usually save all the money I have, and usually uh, it's because I don't earn much, so obviously I'm just gonna save like the money I have and then spend it on some stuff. But otherwise, it's usually in my account, just there. I usually just save it. I don't spend it much.
Oh, that's very adult like of you. You being 18 and all. I know definitely when I got my first job, I used to spend a shit ton of money. Also, I'm 21, so
Oh yeah, you're old, right?
oh fuck, this camera doesn't focus. Oh, okay. Thanks for calling me old. It's
Oh no, I'm
really
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You're not old. It's just like I really didn't think you were 21. Like when I first saw you.
Well then, uh, so if I remember correctly, you mentioned before, and I remember this vividly. The day that you came up, or like you came on the Twitch chat, and you were like going crazy about like, oh my god, college, what the hell am I gonna do?
My gosh.
How's that looking out, bro? I was really worried when I was like you keep like bringing college, and you were like freaked out, and I was just saying, yo, like FAFSA. Hopefully FAFSA is a thing over there. How did that turn out?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, it's fine now. I mean, I'm just like taking out loans and everything, and it's
Oh, okay.
yeah, I have no way to afford it, but I mean, that's what I'm supposed to do, right? There's like nothing else to do, but that's basically what I'm doing right now. That's it. That's like all. That's like I can afford it, but yeah, that's basically the basic. That it's like that's like the only thing I'm doing is I'm not actually paying anything. It's just the
Hmm.
loans that are helping me. That's basically all it is.
I see. By any chance, are you comfortable with saying what college? Or is it a
Oh, it's pretty.
community college or
It's like it's George Mason. That's like the school I go to.
George Mason?
Yeah.
Okay. I never heard of it because I'm not a Virginia resident, so all
Oh
I
yeah,
know
of course.
all I know is the big names and then like the New York ones.
Are there many colleges in New York? Like how many? Like, is there a lot like in here in Virginia?
Um, are you asking me if
Yeah,
there?
I'm asking you. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of colleges. Well, you're asking me questions, I guess. I see that, you sly dog. Uh, yeah, there's a shit ton of colleges. I mean, they're all mostly in Manhattan, unless you want to go drive out like in the interstate, or I think it's the interstate or in the highway all the way to like Long Island. But yeah, there's definitely colleges, especially the one I go to, John Jay. For any of you that know, it's a criminal justice college or whatever, and it's located literally between all those like big ass fucking obnoxious buildings, tenant buildings, and like the business buildings. So it's like it I really loved going walking like in the middle of Manhattan, going to class and everything. But because of COVID, it was really, I kind of miss it, and I
At least
hopefully.
you can walk. At least you can walk to your college. Like I have to freaking drive there because obviously like New York is like all walk walk. Like nobody really like you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the only reason why I'll still live in this fucking goddamn state. Because you just don't have to fucking drive or anything. You don't have to do
Eh,
anything. You could just take the train, just do the 1 month fucking Metro card, and that's it.
I mean, I've been in New York and it's just too crowded and it's just like so many people. Like I didn't. It's still really expensive as well. So I didn't. I don't think I would ever live there. Just lots of people, very expensive, so many buildings and everything. It's not like anything here at all, but it was pretty fun experience, I guess. But a lot of people there's lots of people like on the streets and everything. It's honestly kind of sad, but definitely I wouldn't live there like you are right now. But I mean, I only went to Times Square. That's still like the only. Obviously it's gonna be crowded. That was the only
Oh
place I ever
yeah,
actually went to.
I don't
But
live around there. Hell no. If you live in the city, that means like you're made and you're pretty much wealthy. But nah, hell no. I don't live in the city like Manhattan. I definitely live outside of the city. So I'm still in a city, but like I'm outside the main city like Manhattan. So
okay.
so Queens is like the best bet you can do because there's a lot of cheap rent around there. So like if
Yeah.
you may be thinking like, yo, how is he able to afford shit like this? Nah, 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 nah. Fuck that. I only work over there. I don't live over there. Hopefully one day.
Gotcha.
Fuck
Hopefully.
fuck that. Fuck that.
All right.
Also, when did you come to New York? Was it before you met me?
Yeah, it was like I think. Oh my gosh. I think it was
Don't lie.
March 2020. It was like right before COVID, like right before all the school shut down, and like it was a chorus field trip. We like went to see some Glee. No,
Oh, it
not
was a
Glee.
school trip.
Yeah, that's not really what I'm talking about. No, it was a school. It was a school trip. Yeah, it was for like 2 days, and it was kind of fun, I guess. I mean, we didn't really go any. We just went to see shows and all. We went to see the show. I don't remember the name of it, but we did go to some places. We visited some. I don't remember exactly where we went, but it was like for 2 days. And yeah, it was a school trip. It wasn't really that exciting to me. I mean, we didn't really. I would prefer like going to like an amusement park or something because I mean, we
You
had fun there.
you didn't
Mostly just
tell
like
me.
walked around,
You
did
didn't you didn't tell
different
me.
stuff. What?
You didn't tell me they were gonna come to New York. What's up with
I
that?
mean, what could I have done? I can't do anything. I can't visit. I obviously have to stick with like the class and everything because we're all monitored with chaperones and all that, which is stupid. I mean, not really stupid, but because like obviously it'll be like there might be some case where people sneak out and like go do their own stuff, but that was basically how it is.
Oh, I mean, where'd you go to? Like Radio City, you said, or you went to see?
Yeah, we went Times Square.
I think Radio City's around there. I honestly don't even know Manhattan like that.
Oh, okay.
You said you went to watch a play.
It was yeah. I don't really remember which one it was. It was
It was just
I
a
don't
year
remember.
ago.
Yeah, I don't remember which one it was, obviously, but it was. I mean, I liked it. But it was like at the time, like nobody was. It was like it was so crowded because I was like the beginning of like when COVID was like starting to happen because,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and then like nobody was with masks, so I was like, I was honestly kind of scared because obviously like I did hear cases of like COVID being in New York, so I didn't really think about it at the time like about what could happen, but I was so scared in my mind. So but nobody was wearing masks. So like I was kind of like, oh crap. But afterwards, like 7 days after that, I think, or 8 days after, like when we went, I'm pretty sure like the school shut down, and I was like, the school was like all shut down, and like we couldn't go back, and I was like, oh okay. I was really sad because again I was like, oh cool, okay. But yeah, that was kind of like a harrowing experience. Like wow, like we could have like a field trip, and the
Wait,
school shut down after.
did you graduate? Did you graduate before the pandemic or after the pandemic, or like during the pandemic?
And we graduated during the pandemic. Like
Oh, so you had to have your
no,
graduation online?
no. It was like this like car based like graduation on.
Ah, okay. Oh, I mean, at least you got something out of it. You went with your cap and gown and all that.
Yeah, it's like I didn't really like it. I mean, I could see all my friends and everything, but I mean, it wasn't really that what I wanted. But I mean, it's fine
Did you
because
take pictures?
yeah, but I don't have them anymore. I'm pretty sure like all of them are gone. I mean, I don't even know where I put like I stored them.
Don't worry.
Oh,
I don't
I think
take
they're on my
pictures
old phone.
either.
I think they're on my old phone, but like I lost that one. So yeah.
Could have just said no. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was like basically how it was, but it was fine.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. I know. I remember my experience, dude. Like March. It was like March 19 when shit was about to get down, and I think it was, yeah, it was literally the week of my birthday, and I'm just like, oh please. Like I was on the train. It was my last class, and I'm just like hearing all the news about like, oh, COVID cases, China, blah blah blah, all that shit, and I was just hoping for that weekend, like please, I don't want to have school. I just want to spend a birthday week just chilling, and then lo and behold, we are in a lockdown for like a whole entire year, and I have like a week ass or like a week long break during my birthday, and I'm just
You're feeling happy, right?
that it's kind of what I wish for, but it's not kind of what I wish for. I kind of just wish,
Yeah.
maybe like a weekend, just chilling, Oh, thank God. I hope this COVID case, just dies out over the week or some shit. Next thing you
Didn't
know,
though. Like
next thing you
also
know, it's a whole year.
I was like because I really didn't expect like all this to like occur like this whole lockdown for like a whole year, and I was like it was like I mean like it was kind of scary because I mean we couldn't really like go anywhere. I mean I just stayed mostly inside, but it was kind of like just really scary in my mind. But I mean everything's fine now. I mean with everything going on, but it was definitely a really weird experience. But we got through it.
Family safe, everyone, friends and family, everything.
Yeah, all of them are fine. Yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's actually really good to hear. And if it wasn't for this whole lockdown, I mean, this whole pandemic, I would have been so down to like go down to like Virginia or something, or somehow meet like halfway and do this like face to face. Maybe I don't know.
Hard though.
Would you actually show yourself or like you know,
I mean, yeah, if
do
it
it.
was physical, yeah, what can I do about it? I mean, obviously I would if it was physical.
All right, I mean, we can do you know, from year from now or like a couple months from now and do like another retake of this, and then just, you know, just me probably in the same attire and
Okay.
with this mic in my fucking in my face. I'll probably
All
get
right.
a better mic. I literally took it off of this, as you can see. It's kind of scuffed.
Yeah.
I had to take it out from here and just hold it like a dumbass. So yeah,
uh,
I would
that
have
looks fine.
definitely drove down there.
Yeah, all the way here, of course. Okay. Would you really though? Because it's like really far.
I think it's like 5 hours or some shit. I think it's definitely a road trip. I was probably gonna like bring all my friends and then just be like, "Yo, let's head out to Virginia, haha, you know, road trip," and then
Gosh.
just mask it as a road trip. But in reality, I'm just like going to meet up with you and then have them record and then do all that bullshit. But you know, fuck, man, we kind of missed out on that. But it's fine that we consider safety first, and then, you know, do
Yeah.
this
I
online,
agree.
because this is pretty much the first that's ever happened in like the O sketch where like we're doing some type of interview, either like face to
Uh-huh.
face or like, who knows, either just over Discord. But
Yeah.
I'm glad you actually came out. I forgot to even mention that. I'm really glad that you agreed to this. You know,
Thanks.
you were one of the people that really showed me the ropes in O sketch. I know I think I still remember the day that you showed up on Twitch, or like on Twitch chat, and like said something. You obviously gave me a map, I think. I don't know. Do you remember the way we even met? Because I had
No.
no, I have never spoken to you. I barely knew anybody in the USA Discord, and I barely talked. The only person that I talked to was with Edgar underscore
Uh,
Figaro. And then
yeah.
I just distinctively remember you coming over in Twitch chat. I don't know. I don't even know how you found me, because I never advertised as hard as I did nowadays, and you somehow came up, and I was like, I was kind of fangirling a little bit. You know, I'm like, oh shit, it's Lexi. I see that guy as the number 10 on the USA Discord. Because if you guys don't know, the USA Discord, the roles are separated with like number one, top 10, top 25, and so on. So I would see Lexi's name, and I'd be like, oh, he's one of those guys up there. I wonder what he's doing. Do you
I think it was mostly like I think like before I looked up streams of people playing catch because like no one streams catch, and I think that's where I found you. I don't really remember. It was a pretty long time ago,
Mhm.
but maybe that's how I found you. But I don't remember clearly.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I think, 3 years or heading into four, because I remember going really serious in 2018 around September or something. And I mean, since then, it's been fantabulous. I made brand new people, just exactly like you, that are super fucking friendly and like super like down to earth and open to even like do some type of thing like this. And I was really amazed, because in standard you barely get anybody like that, because it's so saturated. It's like it, the ego that it goes around in standard is just amazing. And I'm surprised you started with CTB first, right? 100%, or did you?
Mm, I started with standard first. That's like in 2015. I was like, I started with standard.
You started in 2015. I started in 2013 with standard, and then I think around 2018 is when I stopped. I mean, what made you change from 2015 standard to like O sketch?
I think it was mostly where I just was bad because again I used like my MacBook and like a whole
Oh
wired
yeah, the map.
and I couldn't really do anything. I mean, I did do some okay scores, but most of them were like farm maps or like really easy short maps. But um, that's when I decided to just like go to a different mode, and because Tycho and Mania are like really hard. So Tycho, I mean, it was like. I mean, I could kind of do Tycho, not really. I mean, I could. I mean, I have some okay scores, but and And then Mania, I don't play it at all. So I mean, I was like, okay, cool, I'll try Catch because I mean, I liked the gameplay and how it looked because I mean, I always saw replays and I was like, well, that's cool because and, I wanted to try it out, and that's basically when I started playing it. But it was kind of like cool to see how I could play it. I didn't really play many maps. I just like played some. I played kind of casually, and then I switched over, and then yeah, here I am.
Wow. I mean, thank God you didn't go into Taiko, because Taiko is just dominated by like Japanese players, and like there's barely any American players that are like up top, as well as
Yeah,
Mania. Mania is
but
like
that's
definitely
fun.
just Korean. It's Korean superstars over there, and
It
then
looks
like,
fun though. Tech looks fun because I definitely think it's fun, but only if like you would actually play it. I can't do streams because I don't know how the people do those. I mean, I definitely looked at lots of replays and it's just really confusing how you can differentiate all those colors and do the right buttons, but that's I'm never gonna be able to do that. So I mean, it looks awesome to try to actually be able to do that, but otherwise, I can't do those at all.
wow. I mean, it could have been just from like that one single decision. I mean, you said CTV was like it looked great because you watched those replays and you thought you were gonna what have
I
a
mean,
lot
like
better time
it
there.
looked alright. I mean, when like I thought it was fun because of the fruits and the catch and everything, and
Uh
I
huh.
didn't really understand how to play at first because I just didn't really understand it, and then and then I didn't figure it out because at first like I was like really like wonky with like the dash button and everything. I usually just like dashed with every like moment in the map. I just was really terrible. But then I started getting used to it, so that was when like I was like, okay, cool, this is working, this is cool. So that's basically how it started. It's basically like where I actually chose to play it.
Wow. You actually could have just been on Tycho this whole time, and then we never would have met like this crossroads whatsoever, huh?
Yeah, I don't think so. I
Oh,
mean,
I actually
it
just
was really no, I probably would have never played Taiko. I mean, it was just really hard. So, and I tried getting into it, but it was just way too much because it just got really difficult, and I was just like too lazy to learn because, of course, like it's just a learning curve that's really high. So obviously, I just stopped because I usually just like play casually. Like I haven't played in a long time, but before I just played like 3-star maps, like 2-star maps, but otherwise I don't play anymore. So.
means Catch has possibly one of the easiest learning curves, so I could see how it may have drew you in. I mean, it definitely drew me in coming from standard because standard, there's only so much you can go far as in like with mouse mentally, and then you convert to like let's say I don't know tablet, and then there's only so much where you believe you can go as far. So then when it comes to Catch, you're just like, oh, I just need a keyboard. This is simple, looks nice as hell. There's fruits, and there's crazy replays online on YouTube nowadays where it's like XCon. What replays did you watch when you first started Catch?
I don't remember. I don't remember honestly. It was like just like those high star maps that were ranked at the time, and then I
Uh huh.
just kept, like looking at some, and I was like, it just looked cool, which is why I guess I kind of like liked the mode.
Hmm.
Um, but that's basically what I watched at first, just random replays on high star maps at the time.
Do you have any favorite top players at the time?
Um,
Did you admire somebody, maybe like XCon or something?
I don't remember. It was like I remember though like in 2015 when I like first started playing standard I did see the CTV leaderboard and like I clearly remember seeing Zach like up there like with his anime avatar. He was like ranked 20 I think at the time, but that was like really I don't know. It was like I think it was number one USA I think at the time. And wow, and I was like I was like
I mean,
I didn't
Zach
think
has been here for like ever, so I mean, yeah, I could see
oh yeah,
why you
but
may have recognized him and then nobody else.
I mean, yeah, I didn't really like look at anything else, but and that was like the only like player in the U.S. that I saw at top, so like that's why I went ahead and clicked on the profile, and but I don't remember any top players at the time because it's definitely changed throughout the years. But yeah, I don't really remember clearly what top players that were at the time where I checked out. I mean, I do remember seeing Crystal, but other than that, I really don't remember.
Crystal, the Chinese player, right?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm assuming he's one of the very old players as well, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, oh, that was really interesting. I didn't think you were gonna mention like Zach. I mean, it's kind of just pretty much self-explanatory because Zach has been here for like 10 years. How long have you been in this game mode now?
Like, I think it was like most, I think six, almost 7 years. Like, because I started like October 2015, so it would be like about 7 years. Actually, no, it would be six. Wait, no. It would be five. No, 5 years now. It would be 6 years when October hits. In 2021. Yeah. Okay. It will be 5 years now, but it will be 6 years. This upcoming October.
Oh wow, so you started like around like 12 or 13 or something, right?
Yeah, I was like what, like 13, I think, when I started, but that was that was kind of uh, I was pretty young when I started, but yeah, it's fine. Usually, like I remember being so awful at the game when I first started, but I mean, it was fun. I mean, I got pretty into it, but now the years have passed, and wow, a lot of things have changed, right?
Yeah. I mean, I started because I was like 2 years ahead of you, right? You started in 2015, so like
Uh huh.
2013 is like literally just there. I was like 12 or 13 as well. It was just a different like generation. It's funny
Oh
how like
man.
we both just started at 12 or 13. I'm assuming almost the average player, right, on O's Catch started like 12 or 13 because like I remember when getting my first laptop. I'm assuming when you got your laptop too, you were just looking for like games to play, something like that reminded you of something. For me, it was like Guitar Hero 3. Did
Oh,
you
rhythm
have?
games.
Yeah,
Uh,
did you have any before rhythm games where like
I
you
mean,
you played
I
or?
mostly played I mostly played mobile games, mobile rhythm games mostly. Like there was lots of games I played before, but I did play Geometry Dash as well, Geometry Dash, and
Uh huh.
I think I do remember seeing like a YouTuber like playing Osu. It was like he was a Geometry Dash YouTuber, and then he has like
Uh,
Osu some Osu vids, and I was like, I looked at it, and I was like, well, it's pretty interesting. That looks cool. So out of curiosity, I downloaded the game because I wanted to try it out as well, and
oh, so that was what got you, or that's what the first side of Osu was
yeah,
Geometry
yeah,
Dash YouTuber.
yeah, that's like where I first saw it. I'm pretty sure it's like video, like some video posted like on there, and that's like when I like, downloaded it because I was curious about like how it would how I could play it.
Do you remember what the YouTuber's name was?
No, I don't remember, but like
Uh, you're probably shit tons better than him, most likely. I mean,
I mean probably. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they probably don't play Osu anymore, but I mean, yeah, that's
I
how it
see.
started.
Wow. We were just like 13, huh? Just looking for games and rhythm games like that. What was
I
pro?
mostly like played mobile rhythm games. Like I mostly played like Dynamics. There are lots of like underappreciated games on like mobile that I played a lot with. Like I played like uh Dynamics. What else? There was Citus. The first game.
Uh-huh.
Not the second. Demo. I don't remember the other ones, but there was definitely a bunch that I played back then, which were really fun. I was really into it, but that's like how I kind of like fell in love with rhythm games because there's I thought they're really fun with the music and all that, and how you have to actually like match the rhythm and all, which
Mm-hmm.
is kind of like why I like them a lot.
Fuck, man. I was like 2 years late or 3 years late because for me, the only rhythm games was like the ones on console, or at least the ones I recognized. So it was like all the Guitar Heroes, all the Rock Bands, or all the DJ Heroes. And it's really surprising how much the differential was. I mean, you had your mobile games, and did they ever come on PC? I know you mentioned
Mm,
Citus, right?
no, I mean,
Nah,
Size is only on mobile. It's like it's only on mobile. I'm
it's
pretty
only
sure. It's like
limited to mobile, right?
yeah, it's only, like all the games I play were like only on mobile, except Geometry Dash. But I mean, I don't play that game anymore because I didn't have like um a laptop. Wait, I did have a laptop, I think. Actually, no, I don't think I did. It was like a pretty long time ago when I started playing it. I don't know how long ago it was, but I just played it on my iPad. So yeah, my iPad, like I usually just played all my games on my iPad because I didn't have any other mobile device. So that's where I played it usually.
I could see you have a wide, strange like connection with Apple products. You said you had an iPad. You started off post sketch with an Apple book, like a MacBook, right?
Yeah, MacBook, yeah.
You mind explaining what that MacBook uh has brought to you, or like any how did you end up with that MacBook that ultimately led you to play this game to a
I
high
mean,
capacity? I mean, you just switched from MacBook to PC, like let's say not even a couple weeks from now, from the day of this recording, right?
yeah, yeah. Uh, I don't know. It's like mostly I was just like kind of like I thought Apple products were really nice because at the time they're like really like I think really popular.
Mm-hmm.
So that was when like I decided to just get the MacBook and the iPad. This iPad is really old. It's like an iPad 3, I think. So it's really old. And then the MacBook is like from like 2014 or 2000. I don't know what year it is, but um I mean, I don't really have like we don't really have any money to actually like buy anything else. So that's why like that's like why I stuck with this thing because I mean it's not bad really. I mean mostly the buttons are okay. Buttons are okay. I couldn't stream at all because I mean it's not really like a mechanical keyboard. So
Yeah.
obviously it's really different. But it was fine at the time, and it's really laggy and slow, and that's why I just didn't want it anymore. So but yeah, at the time it was okay. I mean, it was fast. I mean, it was only like a year old when I got it, so obviously it would be pretty fast. But now it's like years old. It's really slow.
Oh, so you got it when it was only just a year old, right? So it wasn't that
Um,
expensive at the time, I'm assuming.
I mean, it was pretty expensive. It was like $1,100 or something like that. But I mean,
Oh yeah. I
it
mean,
was yeah,
was it for a birthday gift or something, or it was just like,
yeah. It was for actually no, it was for Christmas. It was for Christmas. Yeah,
oh, it was for Christmas. Wow, a Christmas gift is what gave you this history behind Lexi,
I guess so.
huh? Damn. And that
Well,
MacBook, you said you still have it, right?
yeah, I mean, I don't use it anymore. I'm just like on my PC right now, but I mean, I don't use it
Are you
because
gonna
it's all slow right now.
hand it down to like your siblings? Do you have siblings by any chance? I forgot to
No,
ask. You have no
no,
siblings? Oh, you are an only child, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, me too. I don't have siblings either,
Oh, okay.
so I could see. I mean, speaking for like only child, we pretty much don't have anything else to play with. So you pretty. I'm guessing Osu was that nice little you know time spender for you to just enjoy, right? Because
Eh, yeah. I mean, I started playing in middle school, and um, like it was kind of nice, I guess. But I wasn't really what would I say? Well, I did play some. I was mostly focused on school at the time, with middle school and all that, and I didn't really play it much. I mean, I think I did, but I wasn't really serious about it. Um, but yeah, it was a nice escape, I guess, to play it because it was a nice game and all. But it was pretty cool when I got it. So yeah, it was kind of a nice escape to try and distract myself with things going on. But yeah,
that was good to hear. I mean, I guess we could switch into what does it feel like, switching over from that MacBook, and then tell us a little bit about how we saw this change from the MacBook to PC from the generous community of the USA CTV Discord. Can you tell us?
okay. Okay, so, well, it was basically like because of course everyone knew I used a MacBook, and
Mm-hmm.
obviously I didn't like it because I was so tired of it and
Mm-hmm.
everything. And so like I don't know who that created, like Zach maybe. I think Zach created like this. Oh yeah, I think he started it. Well, there was always ideas of them like loaning me money to buy something. I mean, like a device or something like that, but I was like against it, and like, I guess I kind of gave into it like when they were like before CWC because obviously I couldn't play with this laptop during CWC because of all the lag spikes and everything, and it was just really annoying. So they decided to just like create something where lots of people would chime in and uh, give money to Zach, I think, to purchase the PC and monitor and keyboard. So I was pretty like excited because I didn't really understand if like this is really gonna happen. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really like it because the only thing with like Osu is that really annoys me is that it's like with 165 hertz like the Osu lags a bunch. It stutters, so I have to repeatedly unplug the monitor and then unplug it and plug it back in to make it unstutter, and it's so annoying because it happens every time I go on. So that's the one thing I don't like about it. Well, like I think it's only for OC because the whole monitor is fine with 165 hertz. It's just the game for some reason. But other than that, it's a really nice monitor, and the PC is really nice as well. So I really appreciate everything everything the USA Discord server did for me for this for this to happen. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I heard the story about like, oh, everyone's gonna chime in to send a PC over to Lexi, I was actually really surprised because you did. I mean, I wasn't surprised. I'm like, oh, this is actually something that's because I always heard. You know how we always see memes about give Lexi this keyboard or send Lexi a keyboard or something or send a PC to. It was always jokes, and I'm pretty sure you didn't believe it either, like you said, right? And
I
I
mean,
on
but I just didn't want to actually give in to the idea because obviously I don't like taking people's money. But I
uh-huh.
mean, yeah,
Oh, you generous man. So yeah, like I remember hearing the jokes and then all that. Then when it actually started happening, where like we saw the PayPal and it was going directly to Zach, and then Zach would be able to purchase it and then somehow send it to you, right? Like, did he
yeah, yeah.
pull? I'm assuming because he's in the same state you are, right? He pulled up, dropped it off, right? Or did he deliver it to your house?
It was shipped in from FedEx.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how it was delivered.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly like the monitor came in, or the PC came in. I think it came later than the monitor and the keyboard because the monitor and keyboard were ordered from Amazon, and then the PC was supposed to arrive like at the same time as the monitor and keyboard, but then Zach didn't oopsie and forgot didn't check the shipping date correctly, so it was shipped more later than it was supposed to. So I was kind of worried that I wouldn't get it like
Before
before like the actual
CWC.
matches. Well,
Oh.
the first match I did play with my laptop, but like other than that,
Mm-hmm.
like I did the other matches, I did play with my PC, so I was kind of afraid that I wouldn't arrive before the next match. So it did arrive, so I was relieved. So yeah.
I mean, cause like this year was like the year that we were just, we needed two more players. Right, if I remember correctly, because the whole team was very nervous of what the outcome would be this year.
Yeah.
Having lost its players like Rossold, Zhao, those two prominent players that really, really step up to the plate for Team USA. And then also having issues with the like stuttering issues with the laptop. It was definitely a dark time before CWC, right? I'm assuming because everyone thought the worst outcome was gonna be, like, oh god, everything's happening right now. But I'm actually really glad that we got everything resolved, and as well as you getting a PC out of it. I mean, you're definitely a player that really has as well stepped up to the plate for Team USA. You really did a lot for Team USA. You have like two badges, right, for third place.
Yeah, yeah, I have two badges now. Yeah.
Yeah, well deserved. I mean, you definitely show massive skill for hidden, and then even your nomad. And now I'm assuming you're gonna be a beast at high AR, right? Now
I
that.
mean, it's definitely easier now because of like
Mhm.
the frame rate and everything. It's definitely a lot easier, but mostly I don't play it much. I mean, I have been playing higher recently, but
Mhm.
I it's, I might stick with it with HD on high R. I don't really play hard rock much.
Uh huh.
Um, I've definitely improved a lot with hard rock because of obviously the frame rate. 60
Mhm.
hertz definitely held me back a lot because now I know how like definitely 165 hertz helps a lot because it's definitely helping me a bunch. Being able to play with hard rock because I can actually play maps. Well, I'm to try and react slowly because I remember when I was playing 60 hertz, the maps of Hard Rock, I couldn't react fast enough because the fruits fell really fast and I couldn't really be able to react fast.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like I can actually play better because of the 165 hertz,
Mm-hmm.
which definitely that's the one thing that really helps with playing right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the transition from like the blurriness of the 60 hertz, seeing all those fruit come down super fast. Any like I'm guessing any AR above 10, right? And that just looked super.
Oh
Just
yeah, definitely. Like with DT, I couldn't play it at all with my MacBook. It was awful. I just didn't know where to move, but now I can.
Well, also, what was the MS before you transitioned in to PC again?
Um,
MS were you playing at on your laptop?
with Hidden, it was like I think 3.8 ms to like 4.1. I don't know. And then with no mod, it was below that, below 4.1. But yeah.
Oh, so I mean, hidden definitely reduces some of the latency or the MS, right? Like it
Uh,
definitely helped. Was that also considering fact or a factor into why you mained hidden by any chance?
mm, I I think about that. I think it was mostly well, I didn't really start out with Hidden. I started playing Hidden I think in like 2018, and it was mostly I was pretty curious about it. I thought it was really fun. Sometimes I
Mm-hmm.
didn't really play it much. I played it really casually because again, I mostly played Nomad at the time, and then I didn't. I don't think I played it mostly because of the latency. I don't think that was a factor in me playing it. It was mostly just how it was. It made maps more fun for me, and I played Nomad still at the time. I played Nomad and Hidden like kind of like the same. I think I played Nomad more, but I think that was mostly why I played Hidden was because I just thought it looked cool. Playing with it, and I just thought it was more challenging. I guess playing with it and also get more PP. So obviously, I was like, okay, well, this is a nice thing because with Hidden, there's more PP on maps. So that
Mm-hmm.
was kind of why I decided to play with it. But latency, maybe I don't really remember exactly if that was a factor into why I played Hidden. But yeah, that's basically how it was.
Oh, that was cringy. Anyways, hopefully you guys are not bored as well as are able to understand a nice little ad reel for your boy. We pretty much don't have sponsors whatsoever, so this is kind of awkward. The only thing I can possibly shill out is probably my Twitch channel. I stream nearly all the time, especially in this corona as well as its summer vacation. You know, if you're generous enough, drop a sub, and yeah, that's about it. uh Back to the video. Is there any tips you could say about hidden?
Uh, I mean, I guess mostly just you gotta pay attention to where the fruits are because you definitely gotta pay attention more towards where the fruits are falling because you can easily miss hypers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you shouldn't rush at all. You have
Mm-hmm.
to actually try and be like precise with your movement. And I just played it a lot, and I got better with it over time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like just something that came naturally, I guess. But I'm actually glad I took up with Hidden because it's definitely helped me a bunch because I play much better with Hidden than No
Mm-hmm.
Mod, which is pretty weird to say, I guess, because I mean with No Mod, I mean it would make maps I guess more easier, obviously. But
Mm-hmm.
with Hidden, I guess it helps me because I'll actually have to like pay really close attention to where the fruits are and like where they fall. It's usually I guess that's why it helps me a lot. Hidden.
So ultimately, you would say play more, right? Just play more hidden and.
I guess so. I mean, I definitely played a lot when I was
Mm-hmm.
trying to play Hidden.
Mm, okay, I'll note that down for future reference.
Okay.
uh Also, we were talking about CWC. When was your first CWC? At what age did you start CWC, and how's like the experience at CWC? I mean, you probably started really young, right? Your first CWC.
I mean, I was like 16, I think. 16.
16. Wow. I mean, you see that nowadays, but I'm assuming you didn't see that much back then, right? Like you're probably
Um,
the only 16-year-old on the team, probably in the whole roster, right? I'm assuming. Your
I think
first.
so. I think so. I don't remember though, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I was the youngest in the roster at the time.
What year was that? That was CWC
It was in 2019.
2019.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. To think 2019 really doesn't even feel that long ago. Wow. And I mean, as your first CWC, what was going through your head? I mean, back then.
I think it was definitely very stressful because that was definitely my first ABC, and obviously
Mm-hmm.
it was just kind of like a scary experience. And also I underperformed really awfully. I do remember doing it awfully on lots of the maps. I mostly excelled a lot with the hidden ones. And at the time my laptop didn't lag at all, so I think
Uh-huh.
it did, but it wasn't like now. So it definitely was I think I did do a bit well, but mostly I underperformed a lot, and it was really stressful. But and it's still stressful now, but it was definitely more scary since it was my first tournament.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, at 16, you're playing such a tournament like that. I know it's like ultimately it's like an online video game. You know, some of us may not take it serious as others, but it's definitely a big portion of your life. I'm assuming, right? Osu Getch, you know, bringing you all those fun times, the best, probably some of your possible best times of your life, right? I'm assuming.
I guess so. I mean, it's like I don't really like particularly
Mm-hmm.
um think games should be like a part of my life. I mean, honestly, I think like it's just very distracting. But
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, it's fine. But yeah, it's been a good portion of what I spend my time on. So yeah.
Throughout those whole times, I mean, you definitely would you regret joining Osu?
Nah, no, not really. I mean, I definitely met a lot of people on here.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely like connected with a lot of people. Um, I do wish I kind of started like playing like CTV, I guess, at first because I mean, standard like seemed kind of useless for me because I just didn't really play it. I played it, but I just was bad at it, so I just kind of regret playing it for a little while. I didn't play much either. I played it for like a year, I think, and so yeah, that was just wish I kind of like started with CTV like at first instead of standard, but yeah.
You heard it here first. Standard is useless.
I
Join
mean,
Osu Catch. No, 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 no. Let's just
it
say
was
that.
just for me. It was like awful for me, but yeah.
No, let's just say that so we have Osu Catch propaganda going around.
Okay, sure.
More players, more fun.
Uh huh. My players more fun.
Oh god. I mean, yeah, holy crap. Being a 16-year-old OW or CWC, um, it's probably one of the first times I've heard of you expressing like the, what was going around your head and all that. It was surprising.
I
Uh,
mean, stress is pretty common,
yeah.
so with everyone.
Yeah, I mean, can you say anything about this current CWC that we just finished? So maybe like 2, 3 months ago. 2 months ago, right?
Yeah, like a month ago, I think. I don't know.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it was I mean, it was alright. I mean, I was so stressed out because again, I'm competitive, but again, I don't like uh just the stress involved with it.
Uh huh.
Because again, people are watching, and I don't like performing badly again. And also the thing is that I was like the third HR player as well, which was really well kind of for some apps, but I
Uh
don't really
huh.
like playing HR, which was the problem because I really wish there was someone else who would take charge of HR mostly because again I'm not the best at it, and that's why like I was like really like scared because I'm not really good at it. And since I was kind of like forced to play on some maps, it just kind of like was too much for me. So that was one thing I didn't really like about like this year is that it was just I couldn't really play the mods that I was having to play with. So, but now I think I can improve now, I guess. So definitely there might be some improvement in those mods, but yeah, that was like the only thing I didn't like about it. But otherwise, it was okay. I liked how we beat uh, some countries that I really didn't think we would beat. So yeah, that was basically how it was for me this year.
I mean, you guys beat China.
Yeah,
Almighty China. Jesus Christ. I know USA and China have been going at it. Normally, it would be China's big wall that the United States had to go against, and we always like ended up losing with China. They would always be the one that would like knock us away, being so close for the top three podium. And congratulations on actually beating China. I forgot to mention that as well. You guys came from losers bracket, right? I mean, how must have that felt from being in losers bracket after France's match, right?
Yeah, yeah, friends, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it wasn't. I wasn't feeling bummed out. I mean, this is like I honestly wanted to be finished already because I really didn't want to play anymore because of all like these matches and having to play it
Mm-hmm.
and trying to be nervous all the time. I was like, can we just get this over with? I just don't want to play anymore. But
Mm-hmm.
and we did end up being China, which was pretty cool. That was definitely like really it was unexpected for me, but it was definitely I guess a scary experience to be lose bracket so early. But we got out of it, and surprisingly, we got third place somehow. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
I mean, dude, that third place, dude, coming from losers bracket, that's definitely a fucking W. Like you guys, I mean, even coming from like the whole mishaps of like finding two players for the rosters as well as like the PC and everything, and then you guys came from that hole of the losers bracket to all the way to third place. That's definitely you don't hear that much, especially for Team USA being such a big country. We
Yeah,
expect such highly, but still, you're still coming up on top even after being from a hole, from a hole like that.
yeah, it's like it was pretty scary, but we got through it.
It's good to hear. Uh, what else do you have anything? I think how long have we been on this? Oh shit, we've been almost like an hour, 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Incredible. I mean, is there anything else you want to give out? Like, let's say anything about yourself. I know we kind of just mentioned that in the teaser. If you guys were paying attention, in that teaser video, your favorite food is pizza. You said, right?
Yeah.
What exact pizza topping do you like? Because I put pineapple pizza just as a joke, to make it look interesting. But what
Um,
exactly would you say?
it was just like I like meaty pizza, like sausage, like pepperoni, like all that toppings on there. I do like mostly savory stuff, like chocolate. I don't know, chocolate. I don't like much. Surprisingly, I used to like it a lot, but I think it's just too sweet for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean that's like what pizza I prefer. Like, mostly like meaty stuff, meaty pizza.
Okay. Uh, we also mentioned your age. You're also 18, right? You're gonna turn 19 around what? What
Oh
month?
yeah, I turned 19 July 15.
July 15. Oh, that's really soon, huh?
Uh huh.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, as well as I think in that teaser we mentioned sex, and then I put a tons as a joke. Hopefully you don't feel offended of that.
No, it was just like it was something I just wasn't expecting that on there, but okay,
I'm sorry. I just had to put a tons. It was funny at the time, and I hope everyone else found it funny.
okay, I
you,
forgive you.
oh, I was Okay. Thank you for accepting my apology. As well as you said something about your hobbies. Your hobbies being talking with your friends and amigos or watching movies as well. I
Yeah.
kind of put being cute, as hopefully that's one of your
Oh, that was on
hobbies.
there.
Is
That was on there.
Oh, you're telling me you didn't watch the video?
I mean, I don't really remember. Like, I don't think I think I skimmed through it. I don't really like look at that part, but yeah, okay.
You could have just said yeah.
Yeah, I get what I said. I'm
Yeah.
missing. Yeah, uh huh.
So what do you do outside of OSU? You said you worked, you study. Right now we're in summer vacation, or like we're in vacation, right? So
Mhm.
what do you do as hobbies? You said you like doing movies, watching YouTube, talking with friends. Anything else outside of OS?
Not really. Like, I didn't really do anything. I wish I had like more people to hang out with, but
Oh.
usually it's just like just those things, just like work, go home, watch stuff, like play on my own PC. It's
Mhm.
just how it is. It's kind of lame, but I mean, what else can I do?
No, it's. I mean, it's definitely fine if you just don't have any other hobbies. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
You know, we got to remember we're also in a pandemic, so that's also limited. I mean, it sucks. It sucks a lot to see like, you know, the younger guys or like maybe like at your prime teenage years to be stuck inside homes as well as losing like experience. I'm pretty sure you also you guys missed out on your senior trip, right? I'm assuming. Or
I don't really remember if we had one. I don't really know if we had one scheduled. I don't think so.
oh, but
Did we? Or no? I don't remember.
I know for like high schools we have to do like there's the whole ceremony with graduation, but before that we kind of have senior trips as well as like dances, proms and all that, and like it's very unfortunate. I'm assuming you guys weren't able to do that, right? Because of the pandemic.
No, yeah, we weren't. We couldn't do those, but I mean, I didn't mind. I mean, I know a lot of other people minded because they were like sad that they can do any of that. But I mean, I didn't really care about like all that. I mean,
Hmm.
personally, I didn't care, but other people definitely did. So definitely unfortunate that. But for me, I didn't really mind.
Okay. I mean, I guess we could say that it was. Sorry, you kind of caught me off guard because I was gonna. I actually thought you cared a little bit, you know, missing out on like events like that. But it's fun to see that. I mean, by the time you finish college, you'll pretty much the pandemic will go down and all that, and you will actually have a nice, very nice graduation. Because I'm also assume I keep saying I assume I'm assuming a lot. Holy crap! I'm sorry, but
Oh,
I'm assuming that you're also the first generation of your family, right? If I'm not
uh huh,
mistaken. You're the first generation of your family, as well as going the first person of your family going into college as well, right?
yeah,
And then by the time it comes to like your graduation, you know, hopefully the pandemic has died down and we can go back to normal. And it might be probably also another momentous occasion that you won't miss out because of a pandemic. And hopefully that turns out super well for you.
yeah. I mean, that's like something I'm looking forward to. But yeah, it's
Hmm.
gonna be it's probably gonna be all right.
It's probably going to be all right, I guess.
Hope anything happens, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, God forbid. I mean, Uh, I also forgot to mention from that teaser video, we did say how you were Bolivian as well as American. If you're comfortable with saying like, what's your family background, like, because I know for me, my parents, you know, they migrated from their respective countries and they came to the United States for, you know, a better future for their children. I mean, can you say anything about that as well? Like, you are
Oh,
Bolivian.
yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
like my mom came to the U.S. Like again, like she migrated here. So I mean, to give me like the same thing, like the opportunities, the same thing basically, like you said.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's basically just of it. Just like just same thing, like just better opportunities. Definitely I mean, it's been good so far. But it
Mhm.
would be pretty crazy to think about how if she didn't migrate here,
Mhm.
I'd be over there, like all the way in Bolivia. Just like I don't know what I'll be doing right now, but yeah,
I mean, there's definitely greater opportunities here as well as like education. So it's very good to see that you know, somebody as related to me as well, you know, having the same background, meeting each other like this and, you know, connecting. Because I definitely understand where you're coming from and you probably understand where I'm coming from, right? So like
yeah,
college graduation is probably gonna be the most, you know, fantabulous thing to experience, especially for the family and for the name and all that.
uh huh.
So hopefully, you know, um, you get to see that final. Oh yeah, I even forgot to ask. Like, is there a particular thing that you're studying right now? Like, do you have
Um,
a major set in mind?
I mean, I'm saying IT right now, but I don't even know if I want to pursue it. It's like
Uh huh.
mostly probably. I mean, I'm still working on it, but either that or like nursing or I don't know. Just I'm looking at different things right now, but those two are like what I have in mind right now. So if I don't choose to do IT, then I'll do nursing most likely.
Oh, I mean, it's good that. I mean, definitely IT is a thing to look at. I work in IT, so it's definitely a fine thing to work in IT as well as nursing. And that looks well, that's crazy to me because like I never looked at that, but it's kind of awesome seeing that the O2 player behind the computer is pursuing such a career like that. As well as going into stuff like IT. I mean, it's your first year, right? So you pretty much have a shit ton of time to like think. I think you have until sophomore year, right?
I mean, it's a sophomore year right now. I'm going
Uh
sophomore year
huh.
right now.
Okay, so yeah, you have until sophomore year. You pretty much can do it up till the end of sophomore year, actually, to declare a minor. So
Yeah.
so I hope that you're also like going into classes, checking things out, looking stuff up, because it ultimately
Uh-huh.
just ends up to what you're comfortable with, what you find interesting, what you want to like pursue your whole life into.
Yeah.
So hope you find a specific major. Ultimately, whatever you decide is gonna be what makes you happy. You know.
Cool. Yeah, definitely.
All right. So I think I emptied out the whole tank of like the questions I want to ask you, and I think we actually got enough. And of course, we're gonna get into the segment of the Twitter post that we ultimately
All right,
did.
I did forgot about that. I forgot about that for a second. I was like, I was gonna remind you.
No, 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 no. I had that in mind this whole time.
Okay.
uh, so did by any chance did you look at the Twitter post whatsoever?
Yeah, I mean, I liked the questions, but I mean, yeah, it's like I did look at it.
Damn it! I thought it would be
It's
just
awesome.
it was gonna be so new for you. So hold on, hold on. I wish I had a Jamie like Joe Rogan to open up like the Twitter posts and uh help me out over here, but I have to do it myself because it's a one man show. And let
Yep.
me just go to my tweets. All right, so I don't want to ruin because the way I'm recording right now is over the OBS and it's only display capture, so I don't want to overshine whatever we have here, what's currently recording, because I'm recording the Discord call, so it records me and you talking at the same
Uh-huh.
time. So I'll just read it out from here. You possibly can barely see actually, but let's see. Hold on. The one question I want to start off with the first question by the Flamewind, also known as Jesus, because he's almighty. He asked, I really wanted Lexi to answer this question for me. I think about it every once in a while, and the question is, what is the dog doing? Lexi, do you have an answer for that?
Is that a serious question? Like, is like, am I actually like answering about a dog or something?
Do you know what the dog is doing?
Okay, I know it's like kind of like a joke question, but I'm just gonna answer it seriously. I don't have a dog. That video I sent you was my friend's dog.
Hmm.
It's she's very sweet. I don't have a dog. I don't have any pet.
Would you like a pet?
Yeah, but I mean, soon I guess. Not right now though.
Okay. Thank you for answering the question of what the dog is doing.
No problem.
Here is another question by a Pasticat, also
Okay.
known as the Moist Socks. And he is asking, I'm a white 21 Savage fan, but for the life of me, I can't remember what exactly his Choppa hates. Do you think Lexi would be able to assist me in my lifelong quest in determining what 21 Savage's Choppa hates? Real question. Okay, so we could just ignore whatever the fuck he said before that, I
Yeah.
guess. How long do you see yourself playing O Sketch?
Um, I don't really know. I'm gonna still be playing it, but
Mm-hmm.
definitely it's college gonna get really rigorous, so obviously I'm probably gonna like try and like I'm definitely gonna like focus a lot on school, so I'm definitely gonna take a break most likely. I mean play like a little bit, but I'm definitely gonna play like how I did last semester. So definitely it's gonna be just here and there, just go on, play for a bit, and then that's how it's basically gonna be right now.
I see. Okay. That's glad to hear because I mean you're still at like 18, so you're pretty much young, but you're kind of getting into the adulthood. I'm pretty sure you're already very adult-like, especially at 18. You know, working as well as studying. That's very mature from you. But you know,
Yeah,
I could see how where college as well as life and work comes into real life comes into play. So there's not enough time for video games, and I'm also facing the same thing. So it's good to hear, taking your priorities straight. It's
yeah,
very understandable to see, some players, play less and then, focus on life a lot more serious. And it's actually very, very mature of you to see that. And yeah, good answer.
thank you.
We have another user that has asked, under the name of Bosta Osu. Bosta, you have anything to say about that Twitter post?
Yes. Okay, next question.
Okay. Uh, here we have another question by Tomato Squashy Tomato. Why are you so wholesome?
Uh, I just like treating people like kindly. It's like I guess my personality
Mhm.
definitely. I like being nice to others and like making others feel happy. It's definitely like something I like about myself. It's just like having a good personality and making us feel good. That's basically why I like being nice to others. That's like how why I'm wholesome, I guess. And sometimes it can come off as like really, ugh, like it can come off as really just extra, I guess. But that's basically how I am.
I mean, that's definitely a fine trait. I mean, living under that philosophy of like treat people how you want to be treated, that's definitely a thing that you most likely follow, right?
Yeah.
Everyone should probably follow that as well. So it's good to see that, your philosophy is in check. You're not necessarily like there's no bad connotation behind your name. You actually like have that, it's not persona, but like that aura of like there's nothing but, actual wholesomeness and like, no fakeness behind how you actually act. So
Hmm.
that's something that's a very good quality to have, especially.
Thank
So, really good friend right there.
thank you.
All right, we have another question coming from T at Tiny at the Home. What are your thoughts on Crystal?
uh,
I'm
um,
gonna look at you straight in the eye while you answer this question.
well, Crystal and I have like definitely like being really close to each other.
Mm-hmm.
We started talking. We started talking like I think like March, like mid March. Well, mostly I'm pretty sure I talked with him like a bit before, but it's not like I talked to him much.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely he definitely helped me a lot when I was like going through tough times with like
Mm-hmm.
college and everything. Because oh my gosh, March was so stressful, and April too. Whew, like it was like a lot for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended up just hanging out with each other, and it was definitely like a lot of fun. And it definitely took my mind off things. And he's definitely like someone I consider someone to be really close to me. And
Mm-hmm.
I love you, man. I love you so much. But yeah, that's how I feel about him.
Oh, okay. So that's, I mean, definitely having a friend that will be there for the tough times. It's definitely a nice thing to do, or a nice thing to have. So I'm glad
Hmm.
you have a friend like Crystal to be there for you to, just pick you up when you're down. And yeah,
Uh-huh.
I could see the close connection you guys have. You pretty much, collabed on Osu. Uh,
There's a
yeah,
lot.
collabed a lot, so it's really nice. Another Crystal, I think you guys may know, is another American player. He stands out a little bit, with his convert plays. So yeah, it's glad to hear that you have a friend just like Crystal, because he's definitely a nice thing to have in life for anybody, at least, to be there for you in the tough times. All right. So next question. Zero KT Osu asks, how are you today? So I think we kind of answered that, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing fine. Everything's fine. Mental state is fine, right?
Yeah, I'm just just
Just
same old. Just, yeah.
chilling. Okay,
Uh,
chilling like a villain. I see. We have another one saying, how are you so good by Aiko. I think I said it right. How are you so
uh,
good?
well, PC buff, keyboard buff. Uh, I guess
PC
like
buff and
yeah, it
keyboard
helped me a
buff.
lot though. But I
Yeah,
definitely did really good plays on my MacBook, so I don't know. I guess it's just uh,
play more like you said, as well as
I guess so. Yeah,
definitely working on the stuff that you feel like your weakness, right? I'm assuming because you probably picked
yeah.
that up really early,
Uh-huh.
too. So you worked on your weaknesses and no longer made them your weaknesses, maybe your possible strengths, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alien Fire Truck had AFB has asked favorite mappers or maps by any chance?
Okay, so I think I don't really have a specific map or map that I like a specific favorite, but I do like I definitely like old maps a lot.
Oh yeah,
Like
definitely. You share a lot, and
yeah, like BH Steven, like Casino, I don't know who else mapped.
DJ
Deeth map.
Pop.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm talking about like mostly like just specific like
Oh
like
okay.
specific
Yeah.
mappers. But yeah, definitely old maps. I prefer because I do like the flow of the patterns because they're really challenging to me, and I
Mm-hmm.
just like the challenge behind them. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't know about a specific favorite map. I mean, I
A
like the map a lot.
mapper. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I would just say like the maps.
Okay. So I know you're a very you enjoy all the Hirasawa maps, right? The okay, I can never like the brother maps, the ones that you always send, the one that you practice with flashlight a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that artist specifically, I could see that you really like those type of maps as well.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, they're a curry mix. That's why I like them.
yeah, the Kirby mixes. There we go. Oh, and you love all your converts as well.
Uh huh.
And I actually
Definitely.
appreciate for the converts that you send me because they definitely improve my capabilities. I feel like I get a little piece of you and your greatness in me every time you send me maps. So that also I want to mention. Thank you so much for.
You're welcome.
All right. So there's another question with Snow Leopard. What made you choose the username Lexi? You kind of brushed upon that a little bit, right?
Yeah.
That you just chose a e-girl's name because why not, right?
Yeah. Why not?
Just like that, just Lexi. Okay.
Yeah. Say that.
All right. Do you have an ultimate goal in this game? Asked by Abstract.
No. I mean, I just go on the game, just play in the maps, like just have fun, I guess. I don't really have a specific goal in mind.
Mhm.
Uh, I like people say like go top 10. I'm like, no, I don't want to. It's just I don't like
Uh
farming. I don't like
huh.
playing all those maps. It's just so much work. But yeah, I don't really have a specific goal that I want to achieve. I think I have like achieved mostly what I wanted. Like I don't know, like just do nice scores because I've done a lot of good scores
Mhm.
in the game. So I guess that's good to for me to have lots of those scores that are really cool. So yeah.
I mean, you definitely have a shit ton of scores that are just out of my mind. I mean, all those flashlight scores and all the hidden scores where like some of the leaderboards don't even have anybody with hidden even attempted. So you definitely, I mean, you've literally set your mark on this game. You've done it all pretty much, and you don't have to go up to top 10 to prove that you're one of the greatest. So, I mean, definitely, you do what you want to do. Boo boo.
Yeah.
I don't know why I try to say that. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's actually kind of cool that you don't go for PP as well, and you just know that fuck all that. You don't have to because you already know who you are. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next question is let's see. Asked by Caleb, when did you know you were getting really good at this game? When was the pivotal point, turning point that told you you're you're becoming something?
I think it was uh maybe like when I like started playing hidden, I guess. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
started doing really good scores. So I don't really remember exactly like specific time where I thought like I was like, hey, wow, I'm getting good. But maybe like when I started to actually be able to play harder maps,
Mm-hmm.
like image, even though I was like such an easy map now,
Mm-hmm.
back then it was the leaderboard wasn't even filled of like off FCs, so
Yeah.
definitely when I seen it, I was like, whoa, like I actually did it because I really wasn't expecting to do it. So I guess maybe that's the time where I was thinking that I'm actually getting good, maybe.
Mhm.
But I don't really remember exactly a specific time where I was in my mind. I was telling myself that I'm actually doing great things. But yeah, that's maybe like when I was like reaching 3 digit maybe. But yeah, oh maybe no, maybe 2 digit, maybe 2 digit, not 3 digit, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Wow. I mean, I think that was around the same time we were. I know you mentioned you were talking about your first time seeing image material, right? I kind of
Hmm.
want to just like. I know that we also made an earlier video together. This is not our first like collaboration we ever done. Because I remember in the early days of playing this game and meeting each other, I think peer pressured you almost, right? If I'm not mistaken, to go back to the image material map and just FC with hidden. And it literally just took you like maybe 2 tries to like fully FC it. And I was just amazed at that time because I think I was like in early 3 digits, barely, in the 3 digits. And then you come along and say, all right, I'm gonna do this right now, and I'm like, you won't do it with hidden, and then you kind of just, in whippity split, you just did it in like a matter of 2 tries, and that was to me, it was amazing as hell, and I'm like, thank you for that video. I mean, that video was a kind of kind of little fun experience I experienced, really really early in the or in the CTB journey that I had. So
Yeah,
thank you.
it was a very exciting moment, but I
Mhm.
mean, I always knew I could do it. I just didn't try it because I mean, it's such a long map. But yeah,
Hopefully, I can peer pressure you into doing a lot more scores like that that give a shit ton of PP. So you, just indirectly push you into like top 10.
I'm good, but
All
okay.
right. I mean, I understand. It's fine. All right. Let's see. Do you have any inspirations in CTB asked by Vaku Wazda?
Oh god, it's like picking favorites. I don't know. Maybe I definitely was a big fan of 2T4 DJ. Definitely him. He has done lots of like really nice HD scores, and he's definitely like one of like the players that I looked up to when I first started playing. I think, or maybe. Well, I did like his plays, and he definitely has ones that are really good. So, definitely a lot of those plays, I definitely thought they were really good. But he's definitely a player that I definitely look up to,
Mm-hmm.
and also Bads because obviously he's a monster at HD, and he plays perfect with like literally everything. So, it's definitely something that it's pretty amazing to look at, and he
Mm-hmm.
can basically do any mod. So. I wish I could be like him, but I can't. So but lots of scores I want to achieve that he's done. So probably like those two. But yeah,
I mean, so you definitely made a name for yourself. So it's like if you can't be like him, I mean, you made yourself pretty much. I mean, everyone nowadays probably in this generation of catch players, are all asking or like wishing to be like, I want to be the next Lexi with the hidden master himself, So I
yeah,
mean, you indirectly made yourself your own name pretty much aspiring to be like them. So that's really cool to see what some legends inspirations are.
yeah.
That was really really interesting. Here we have another question quickly. If you could go anywhere, where would you go?
Probably South Korea, maybe. I don't really have a specific place in mind, but maybe like South Korea would be nice to visit.
South Korea? Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
I think there's I mean, I don't know what to say cuz I never been to South Korea. I never even been outside of New York, so next question.
really?
I mean, I've been outside of New York, but like I've never been outside of like, around New York pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we have a question by Callan CTV. How to flashlights? I know you had your journey, or you're still doing your journey, right, with flashlight, or did we stop on that for a few?
I mean, yeah, I don't really like. I just I don't really play it. I haven't played it recently. Except that one that switch on Lotus map. Like I did that, but other than that, wasn't really playing recently. But basically, it's like all you do is like you cut the map into sections, and then you put like a stack before like the section starts of like 200 combos. So it'll be basically like you're playing the map like how you would be playing it normally. It's cut up into sections, so that way you can memorize it faster. Because otherwise, if you don't do that, then like the how do you say it you'll be able to see more, but the map when you're gonna play in it like normally, it will be darker, so you won't really like know where to go, because like you depend on that like that light, like that zone where you can see, and you depend on that more. So when you actually play the map normally, you won't be able to actually like know where to go. So that's why you use that to you would memorize sections better.
I mean, you gave me more than I expected. I mean, you literally gave us the rundown on how you do it. So hopefully, I mean, that was a really good tip to tell us about. Just splitting up the sections into 200 combo intervals and then just play them, and ultimately going from the intervals to like the full map. I mean, thank you so much for giving that tip. Really
No
appreciate
problem.
it for any aspiring flashlight players. Uh, All right, so we have another question by Fuhi. Do you do any drugs? I know that might be a little too personal. I don't know if you want to, have that
No,
out. No? Okay.
no.
Just no. Okay. I mean, maybe in the second. Never mind. Uh,
Oh,
so we have another question by Natsuko. Why are you cute?
genetics. There you go.
Okay. Nice, simple. All right. Now, I think this will be the final question. I mean, yeah, I think this will be the final question. It's asked by Exotic Emerald. Exotic or adeus? Question mark. Clearly me. I feature Lexi in more than 5 videos. The per face or whatever that face is. I mean, you can ask to your honest opinion.
No answer. Okay, there we go.
Okay, no answer. You heard it here first. I mean, that's about it with all the Twitter questions. I mentioned most of them, but I kind of skipped over a few. I mean, probably for good reason, honestly. So,
Oh,
yeah, I mean, I don't know where else to go from here. We went through everything. We talked a little bit about you, some of your inspirations, how to get good, how you got good, and why you chose Hidden, how was your CWC experience. We kind of just pretty much naturally hit everything, and I think it was a smooth, first interview for you and like for all of us actually. What do you think?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty nice interview. I mean, I definitely the questions like were pretty nice to hear about, and I did answer them pretty thoroughly because
Mhm.
at least they weren't vague. I'm glad that your questions weren't vague and all that, because again, you could ask like some question and I probably wouldn't be able to answer it well because of how vague it is. But thanks for having those questions ready, and also Twitter questions were nice as well. So I thank like everyone for posting a good question to answer. Well, most of them. I don't know. I don't remember the other questions you skipped, but
Mhm.
yeah.
All right. I mean, here we have it. I mean, this is Lexi's interview, and unfortunately,
I
we couldn't have the one-on-one, but hopefully by maybe next year we get a round 2 of this, and possibly we get to see who Lexi is, and the face behind the computer. I mean, you definitely showed your face a couple of times, right?
yeah.
So it's like, I mean, eventually you're okay with me showing like just a pop-up of like,
I
you
just put in
know
a pop.
yeah. So I'm probably gonna do it over the Discord thing, so it makes it look more natural.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, do you have any questions as well, by any chance? Any final thoughts?
No, I try to say I love you guys. There you go.
Uh-huh.
That's
Do
it.
you want to shout out anything as well? I mean, this is your time to say.
I mean, I don't want to shout out like people. It's like picking favorites. Like I don't want to be like shout
Uh-huh.
out to blah blah.
Oh, I
And
mean, any links you want to shout out? Like where they
I'll just be,
want they find you, any future plans you have, you know. I mean,
uh, I mean, right now it's just not only having future plans, just like college, like all that, just blah blah. I'm just say shout out to you know, people in Discord,
mhm.
like shout out to like my friends who talk to me a lot, like online, like in Discord and everything.
They know
So
who
I
they are,
promise.
so yeah. Okay. Uh so yeah, you can find all Lexi's links at the description as well. You can find him on Twitter, you can find him on OS. Any other links or social medias you want to give out?
I'll keep that, with me right now. If
Okay, okay, okay. All right, it's fine. Fine. So yeah, that'll be the end of this episode, this interview. I still don't know the title, honestly. I'm still keeping it very vague as Osu Catch interviews, and I don't know. I'll hopefully come up with like a better title. And I hate the fact that this camera doesn't fucking focus on me. I guess I'm not a real person.
I
So
guess not.
yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, Lexi. Really appreciate it. You are the man. And yeah, thank you so much for everyone that is watching as well. You know, thank you so much for all the support and the feedback that you gave us on that teaser video. So hopefully we can make this a thing. And I mean, the next guest will, you'll find that out in the teaser video. And yeah, um, this has been Adeus from YouTube and Lexi from, I don't know, Oaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we bid you farewell. Whoa, look at you making it all the way to the end of the video. Be sure to drop a like and a comment, because that definitely helps us in the algorithm. Be sure to stay tuned for any future interviews that we may have. Follow the social media links as well. Yeah, that's good. On Twitter and Instagram and all that jazz. And yeah, so this is just me saying thank you so much, as well as thank you all the supporters that is currently going down. Those are my Twitch subscribers. If it wasn't for you, I would not have the confidence to do this type of project. And yeah, that's about it.